Hey, Amanda. Hey, how you doing? My sister recommended you to me. My whole life I've kind of said, therapy is for women. Therapy is a woman. It only works for vagina. But I figured I'd give it a try. Sorry, I got a little frantic there. Let's start from the top. I deserve a good girlfriend. I don't deserve these whores. I bring a lot to the table. I'm a good guy. I deserve a good girl who takes care of me and is loyal. I'm a musician. I make music and I make beats. I'm unemployed. Amanda, I'm fucked up. I deserve a girl in her early to mid-20s who is somehow a virgin. I live in Atlanta. They all fuck black guys. Fuck you, Jamal. Can you believe that shit? I'm really a homebody. The only time I really get out of the house is 3 times a day. I go to McDonald's or Carl's Jr. and I get a burger or a biscuit depending on if it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. The rest of the day right now, I'm playing a lot of Overwatch. I'm playing a lot of League of Legends. And I spend a lot of time on Discord.
And we have Uncle Judy working behind the scenes. He's doing great work.
Uncle Judy is a Mossad agent aiming to gather intel on America's
I really don't know what you're talking about. I really don't.
Just don't listen to what Kamala has to say. Uncle Judy is that nigga for real.
And frankly, I don't think you realize how stupid that statement is.
Uncle Judy is a Mossad agent.
Uncle Judy is a Mossad agent.
Is Uncle Judy a Mossad agent?
And yeah, he's 100% a Mossad agent.
He might be a Mossad agent, man.
What even is that? What's Mossad? Can anyone tell me?
There are absolutely no concrete facts to prove that Uncle Judy is a Mossad agent.
I don't know. You threw me this thing. There's probably cum on this. Let me see. Is it crusty? Because I do be joinking my sploink every now and then. I do be joinking my shit. No, there's no cum on that. I do cum if I listen. Listen. If I'm gonna wipe up some splooge, it's gonna be with something about that color. I don't usually vape, by the way. I don't vape at all, but I lost my ID when I was buying Zyn at a racetrack in Lilburn, Georgia. And I don't know what racetrack it was because I was just driving without a GPS, so I can't like trace my steps or anything. I lost my ID. It takes 30 days to get an ID. And I would rather tell my boys to go get me one vape for a week instead of 10 cans of these, right? I carry a gun because I'm a paranoid person. There's something funny about carrying a gun. It's like sometimes I'll be like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'll be sitting at a red light in front of me, next lane over, turning lane. There's an Indian man in his car, in his Honda Odyssey, and I see the back of his head. And you know, nothing to do with him being Indian at all. But it does run through my head, like, I could do it. I obviously don't. It's an intrusive thought, and it lives in my head rent-free. No, because it happens with everyone. It doesn't just happen with Indians. Chick-fil-A drive-thru. Chick-fil-A drive-thru. The fucking kid, you know, talking to me, he's like, what's up, bro? What can I get you? And I'm like, let me get a deluxe club with some Chick-fil-A sauce, please. And he's like, that'll be $14. And I'm just thinking, like, what if I put it in his mouth? What if I put this fucking Glock 43X in his mouth? And then I don't do that at all. But it runs through my head for a second, and I think it's something I I don't think I need counseling or anything like that for it. I think every gun owner has this. I think there's a lot of fucked up things that go through gun owners' heads. I am a major gun owner. I have a lot of guns. I live in the South. I'm a big gun guy. Big Second Amendment, you know. But, like, once you get a gun, you kind of wish someone would break in your house. In a weird way, you kind of do. You kind of fantasize about it while you're in the shower. You know what I mean? That's not cool. Can we admit that that's not cool? Because, I mean, I do it. I've done it a lot of times. Some of the more crazy guys wish there would be, like, a civil war. Right? And they could Red Dawn that shit. Because they watched Red Dawn one time. And it's a cool movie scene. I think that's what it is. I think it's movies. I really think it's movies that make that really fantasize or romanticize rather killing a home intruder or killing a black man that's beating on your car window. Right? I think there's something to movies that romanticize that. The libs are gonna love this one. The libs are gonna tear this one up. No, liberals have guns now. I don't know if you guys know that. The left has guns. Have you guys seen some of this stuff? They're more pro-gun than they ever have been in my life. When I was younger, 16-ish, they were so anti-gun. Then all of a sudden, they all started getting guns. They carry now. And I'm all for it. I don't give a fuck. I don't see myself as right or left in the first place. I like for anyone to carry a gun if they're well trained. I don't want some fucking idiot carrying a gun. I mean, there's like left-wing militias now that would not stand a chance against some of the right-wing militias, but we're not going to talk about that. Not saying that I support the right-wing militias. I'm just saying, like, guys, come on. Come on, you weigh 230 pounds and you cut your penis off. I realize that has nothing to do with tactical ability. Actually, it'd probably create less drag when you're running. I remember some of my hardcore left-wing friends transitioning from why do you have guns to what do I do to get a gun? Like, what's the process here? I thought that was cool. I feel like every man becomes a gun guy at some point. It just makes sense. It's just it's cool. Guns are toys, you know? They're just toys for grown-ups. They're just toys. They're fun to play around with, right? I like guns. It's a toy. Pointed at my friends, make them scared. Right? When I started vaping, it was mods. Everything was mods. This was 2017. We'd skip class and some fucking kid would have a mod. And then I got myself a mod. My buddy, I don't remember his fucking name, but he's trans now. He got a mod. Or he got me a mod. Sorry. He got me a mod. What, is the camera not recording?
Your dad's calling you.
My dad's calling me. There's no such thing as disposable vapes. I sound like a boomer right now. I know. But there was no such thing as these. These were not a thing. You didn't throw your vape away. You just fucking got new juice. You went to Cloud9 and you bought juice for the vape, for the mod. And you bought coils and shit like that. Then shit switched up around 2018. Let's say 2018. That's when you got Juul. Juul came in. Around that time, I think. That was big. Because now you have a vape that you don't throw away, but the pods are disposable. I never actually had one, really. I think I got one like later on for some reason. But I never really had a Juul. What I went through was what was it? The fucking brand name, Sorin. There was a Sorin Drop. There was a Sorin Air. These were like the same thing as a Juul, but you still filled them up. It was like the pods, you filled them up at the same time, but you also had to change the pods out occasionally because the coil would burn, right? This is interesting. I never thought about how interesting the history of vapes is going to be. I would go to Cloud9, I'd get the Venom juice that they made, and I'd put it in my Sorin Air, and I went through multiple Sorins. After Sorin was when the disposable vapes came in. This is new. Now, this is after they banned vapes for 18-year-olds. That was big because I was 19 or 20 when that happened. And I learned about it in a vape store because the fucking kid at the front was like, bro, I can't sell you fucking vape because they fucking banned them to you last night. You got to be 21 now. I can't fucking sell them to you. Trump fucking, bro. You know how vape store guys are. They're either like the chillest guys ever. They're either like I wish I could be them because they're so chill and don't care about anything, or they're the biggest douchebag assholes you've ever met. Bro, I'm sorry, dude. Trump fucking banned him for you last night. He also banned bump stocks. Can you believe that? Bro, I'm sorry. And there was a like chubby gay guy in the vape store with me, and he had the same problem. We sat outside and talked about it for like 20 minutes. Disposable vapes came in like right around that time. Maybe a year later, 2020, around COVID was when disposable vapes really came in, and it was Kang. Did you ever have a Kang? Yeah. Kang vape. They were so cheap seeming. They had like a wrap on them, like a fucking plastic, like, yeah, you could peel it off. And they were good. They were good. You go through all the flavors. This is like a new thing, but you didn't have to buy shit all the time. But then you realize like, oh, I had to buy the pods for the Sorens all the time. You know, it made sense. It added up. I found a vape store that I will not be naming here. I found a vape store that would totally sell to 18-year-olds, so it was fine. And I bought Kangs. Here's the other one, Pop. You remember Pop? Did you ever have a Pop bar? They were the little rectangles. Yeah, they looked like Pez, little Pez holster, whatever you call them. Not the actual. Anyway, those were good. The Pops were good, but they lasted like 3 days. The Kangs would last like a week. Since then, vapes have just lasted about a week, I feel like. Elf bars. Elf bars was big. Elf bars. Then you had Kato bars. I fucked with the Kato bars. Kato, and now we're here with Geek Bar. This is my whole point for talking about all of this. What the fuck is with the trend of the vape? Because all these vape brands are still there. If you go to a vape store, I went to one the other night because one of my buddies was buying Delta. What is with like the trade out? Everyone has a Geek Bar right now. If you see someone vaping, it's a Geek Bar. A year ago, it was a Kato bar. A year before that, it was a Kang or a Pop. Like, what's with the trend of it all? Anyway, it disgusts me. That's another thing that's got to stop. I mean, vaping, it's not that hard. It wasn't for me to switch from vape to Zen. I feel like it is for some other people. It takes a while. It's the oral fixation. You got to have something else to do with your mouth. You know what I like to do? It's the only thing I've ever had a problem with. I've never gotten addicted. I played music for fucking years. I hung out with only musicians. I still do. Every one of my friends is a fucking musician, right? I never got addicted to anything except for these. Even this. You want to go get the whiskey from upstairs? Because I'm going to need more. But I've never had any other vices than this. This is a real problem in my life. I mean, not this, not the vape, but just Zen in general. Thank you. Zen in general, or just nicotine in general. I can't stop. I stopped for that video. The fucking writing a song while I played music or whatever, or wrote a song. Writing a song while I quit nicotine. That was the video. I started right back, dude. I went to CJ's house and I was like, bro, let me hit that shit. Like, it was instant. I'm confessing to the 100 fans that are going to watch this right now. I can't stop. But it's like my justification as an addict, because addicts do that. They'll justify why they're doing the thing. My justification is that I never got into anything else. I never had an issue with anything else at all. I can go months without drinking. I have. I'm not saying that as another addict thing, like I could if I wanted to. No, I actually have done that. I've done that all the last month. I didn't drink at all. You've seen me. I don't even notice it. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. Oh, well, I never fucked with coke or any of the hard drugs because of the fentanyl shit. That's literally what it was. I probably would have fucked with coke a little bit. Because, I mean, you walk in a bathroom and someone's doing coke. It's like, and they offer you a line. But it's like, something about the fentanyl thing just always terrified me. And I was like, you could so easily fucking cut that shit. Fentanyl. Even ecstasy. I never fucked with ecstasy that much. Because it was just like, that could be cut with fentanyl. Or something. It was just weed, alcohol, and nicotine. That was it. I said that with a little G in there. Did you hear that? I said nicotine with a little G in there. I got to watch that. I'm kind of slurring my words here because I'm a little buzzed. I don't think driving should be a right. I don't think just anyone should be able to get in a car and drive it. Oh, you have to take a test. Yeah, I have to learn how to parallel park. That's going to keep me from ramming my Chevy Suburban through a preschool because I mixed up the gas and the brake. I don't think just anyone should. It's too easy. Why is everyone able to do this thing? In the last week, I've been almost murdered by 17 different black women. Now, it's nothing to do with their race or their gender. Black women drive just like everyone else. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I think it should be about like getting a pilot's license or something like that. I think it should be a privilege. You have to put in the work to learn how to drive. You have to sit there with an instructor for 200 to 300 hours while they assess your driving. After those 200 to 300 hours, they will write out on a fucking little sheet, is this person able to operate this weapon that has been used for terrorist attacks extremely effectively. Whatever you want to call it. I can't think of the word because I can never think of words when I'm on camera. This has been a really hard first episode, guys. I want you guys to know. I want to do this. I just want to talk shit a little bit and make sketches like the one you saw at the start of this video. But the studio's like really fucked up right now. We're working it out. I just kind of wanted to make an episode to see if what I'm like building here and the lighting and everything, if that's good. I want to see if this kind of works out, right? Kind of a podcast format a little bit. I don't want to do a straight up podcast though, because there's so many podcasts. So many podcasts. Have you guys noticed that? Why does everyone have a podcast? I feel like everyone knows someone who has a podcast. But I kind of just want to talk shit because that's what I like doing. I just want to talk to you guys, make you feel less alone. I feel like this is why people watch Twitch streams. I was talking to my girlfriend about that the other day. I feel like the reason people watch Twitch streams is loneliness. Like, there's nothing to a Twitch stream, guys, let's be honest. And I don't want to say that Twitch streamers are bad. I'm friends with a lot of Twitch streamers, and they're cool people. But they will be the first to tell you it's a shitty format that has no art behind it, that has no creativity or anything to it. It's just like bland background entertainment. You know what I mean? And I think the reason that Twitch and streams are doing so well, and they have been for the last few years, is because of people being lonely. Ladies, I'm going to talk to you for a second. I haven't dated a girl in a long time who had friends. Is that crazy? Isn't that crazy to say? They have like friends at work, but no one they hang out with. I don't know if I have a solution. I sound like I'm getting to a solution here. I'll try to come up with one maybe, but it's something that I, like I said, I really empathize with. I'm kind of a shy person, but I'm very extroverted. I need people around me. I could never live alone. That would fucking freak me out. I know a lot of you can't relate to that, but my social battery, I don't even have one. Like, it doesn't go out. I could be around people for the rest of my life, and it wouldn't bother me. So I think it really fucks with me a lot more than other people, maybe. Something like that. So I think that's why I really feel for it, because I'm seeing it through my own life, where I, have to have people around me. I think, here, you want a solution? I think what makes friends is similar passion towards something. So, I have been passionate about music since I was 6 years old. That's been my thing. I'll make this show, and I love filming things. I love talking shit. I'll make some short films and everything like that. I'm working on stuff like that. But music is my first language. As gay as that sounded really gay, and I'm sorry. But no, it is. Every single one of my friends is a musician. I realized that the other day. Every one of my friends could pick up an instrument and play it. Even though they've gone off into blue-collar fields, engineering, architecture, all this other stuff that now that we've gotten older, we hang out all the time. And then all of a sudden, one of them will pick up their instrument and just start playing it. And you realize, oh, every one of my friends is a fucking musician. Why is that? Why did we become friends in the first place? Because we all shared that same passion of music. Does that make sense? That right there is why the loneliness epidemic is happening, because most people aren't passionate about things anymore. Most people don't do anything anymore. Most people don't have a thing. Most people go to their job, they go home and scroll through TikTok or YouTube or play fucking video games. You know, I know a lot of you are like early 20s. I am too. I mean, I'm mid-20s now. Fucking kill me. I'm mid-20s. God damn it. I know a lot of you are like early 20s and you have to work 3 jobs, and I know what that's like. You don't have time for fucking anything. But at some point you will. I promise you will. All right. You'll work your way out of that position. And when that happens, I want you to spend your free time not on video games, not on social media at all, and just go learn how to do something that you really want to learn how to do and get passionate about it. Get an obsession. Through that thing, you're going to meet a lot of people that have the same obsession, passion about it. Try to figure it out. I think it's so fucking important to have friends. And I don't think you realize how important it is right now. I think it's just as important as making money as the pursuit of it's the pursuit of happiness at the end of the day. Because close friends, people you can trust, that is something that makes you happy. So I would pursue it. I don't know how you're going to do it, but I would pursue it in some way. Certain things that bother me that I don't think are being talked about because everyone's focused on fucking Iran. Everyone's focused on fucking protests and Iran and Russia. But it's like, these are things that are going on with our fucking psyche, dude. And I get it that the other things are very important. People are dying. Yeah, people are dying. Like, that's important. But, I'm worried about you guys. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm very worried about you guys. Yeah, guys. I think that's it for the episode. We're going to work this out. I'm at a place where I can kind of do whatever the fuck I want. I don't care if anyone watches it. I don't know. I know that sounds cliche and cringe. But I'm just going to kind of talk shit here. You know, I'm working on some other stuff in the side. I'm going to kind of talk shit and make sketches. Every episode of this is going to have a cool sketch in front of it because I like making sketches a lot. But sketches are a money pit. So I'm going to need to break even somehow in the podcast format. That makes money, right? So I can break even. That's the idea. I'm just breaking down business for you guys here, all right? I don't know why you watched this whole thing, but I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I hope you have a good one. I hope this episode was at least all right. We're just trying things out. That's why it's a pilot episode. It's not anything crazy. Just trying things out. I'm rambling. Have a good one, guys.
You know, it's really hard to find, get bitches in my car. I want to talk about tariffs. Bitch, what the fuck is a tariff? Tell me that. I don't know what a tariff is. Why would a bitch with a college degree in environmental science know what a tariff is. Bitch, worry about the environment. Bitch, worry about how wet my penis is gonna be tonight. How about that? Worry about the litter box. Worry about cleaning the litter box.